Hello again everybody, and in this video we are going to be building a simple calculator with Java. We're going to be putting together some of the skills, or bringing together some of the skills that we've been learning about in the last few videos, and we're going to build up a simple calculator. So we'll just go ahead as always. I've just created a main class and just going to create a new main method there as well. So let's have a look at the notes for this video, and let's see what we're going to be developing in this video. So yes, building a simple calculator with Java. So this is sort of like a consolidation exercise, combining some of the skills that you've been learning in the previous videos. If this is the first video you've watched, don't worry, because I'm going to be explaining everything as we go along. And yeah, so we're going to be doing some declaring of variables, naming variables, initialization, assigning some values to variables. The variables that we're mainly going to use in this exercise are going to be string and double. Okay, so that's the data types that we'll be using. We'll be doing some user input with the scanner, some if statements, some arithmetic operators, and more. Just going to put that over 2 lines so you can see that a little bit easier. And this calculator is basically, it's going to, when we run it, it is going to prompt the user for their name. Then it's going to ask the user for two numbers. They're going to be of the double data type with a decimal place. And then we are going to display a menu to the user to allow them to choose from one of four arithmetic operators. So plus, divide, subtract, and multiply. And then we're going to use that to basically display a result based on the maths operator of the user's choice. And I think what we'll do today is we'll just comment as we go along. So first things first. So in this project, I know that I'm going to be using the scanner. Okay, so we'll just go ahead and import the scanner as always. So import java.util and then scanner. Okay, so that'll import the scanner functionality into our project. And we'll also initiate the scanner. We might as well do that just now. We'll get it ready for use. So to initialize the scanner, it's just scanner equals new scanner. Okay, and that will switch on the scanner for us. That's system input through the console. So let's just comment as we go. Okay, so yeah, we'll just say that we're initializing the scanner, and this imports the scanner. Probably self-explanatory, but we'll comment that as we go. So import scanner. Okay, importing the scanner functionality into our project. Okay, so this is going to be quite a friendly program, kind of friendly user interface, albeit through the console. But let's make it as friendly as possible for our users. We're going to greet the user with a little message, and we're going to ask the user for their name. So let's go ahead and say system out print line. So we're just going to send a string to the console, and we'll say, welcome to the calculator. Please enter your name. Okay, so welcome to the calculator. Please enter your name. And what we'll do is we'll store the person's name. Now, what I'll do is I'm just going to set up a little area at the top of my main method where I'm going to code up my variables. So we'll just create a variable there called name, okay, to have that ready. So it's the string data type, so that'll take any combination of characters, also numbers, although not great for numbers because we can't perform maths on numbers contained in strings, but ideal for something like a person's name. So we'll just take whatever the person keys into the scanner, and we'll say scanner next. Okay, so basically The next thing that the person inputs or user inputs, which we're hoping is their name, will be stored in the name variable. So for the comment for this, we'll just say store user's name. Okay, so scan and store the user's name from the keyboards. Okay, so we've got their name, so we know their name. So why don't we display a little message to them saying hello? So hello, and then the person's name. Okay, hello, and then their name, and we'll say hello, and then the person's name. And just watch my formatting as I go here. So it's hello, their name, and a comma, and we'll say yeah, hello, and please get ready to enter your numbers. Okay, so we'll say please get ready to enter your numbers, and yeah, we'll just close that off. Okay, and yeah, so I think what we'll probably do here is we'll just display a comment there. Okay, display greeting. So I think what we'll do here is we'll just run this so far. So we'll just check our code as we go along. So this is our output in the console. So welcome to the calculator, and we will enter our name. Okay. Okay. And yeah, so we've got a message here saying, hello, Neil, please get ready to enter your numbers. Okay. So we're prompting the user to enter their numbers. Okay, so again, what we'll do is at the top, just near the top, we'll declare a couple of variables, and we'll not go with integers, we'll go with double, just so we can be extra precise in this calculator. So we're going to be able to work with numbers that have decimal places, which is a good thing for calculator because you might want quite precise values, particularly if you're dividing numbers or multiplying and so on. So we'll create a couple of variables here. So we'll have a double called first num for the first number. We'll have another double called second num, and notice that we're just declaring them on the one line. And we'll have a third variable double for the results. Okay, so just declared them on the one statement there, and you can do that. It saves us a little bit of lines of code. And what we'll do is we'll just comment that as well. So we'll just say declare variables. Okay. And now it's time to prompt the user for their two numbers. Okay, so we'll say we'll say system out print line, and we'll say please enter your first number. Okay, so we'll prompt the user to enter the first number, and we're going to capture this first number in the first num variable. So we'll say first num is equal to scanner next. It's not next int because it's a double. It's next double. Okay, so basically the next value that the user keys in will be stored in the first num variable. Okay, so we'll just say get first number. Get first number. Okay, or maybe we'll just say store first number. That might be more sense. Store first number. Okay, 8, and then we'll do the same. Ask for the next number because it's two numbers that we're going to need. Print line, and we'll say please enter your second number. Okay, so hope you're enjoying coding along with this at home. Hopefully it's a nice day where you are in the world. Don't forget, you can always drop me a comment in the comment section to let me know where you are and how you're getting on in your coding journey. So the second number is we're assigning that the input from the scanner. So next double. So all good. Okay, so we've got yeah, store second number. So remember the comments are quite useful for us humans. So in Java, you'll notice a comment, two forward slashes. They're completely ignored by the computer, but they're quite useful for ourselves, particularly when you're learning to code. So please enter your second number, and we're storing that. So let's test this so far. So we'll see if everything is working. So welcome to the calculator. Please enter your name. So we'll enter in my name. Okay. Hello, and then your name. Please get ready to enter your numbers. So please enter the first number. So we'll go with a nice number 7, perfect number. And we'll go with the second number of 14. Okay. And that's as far as our code goes. That's it so far. So we need to get the project to do something with those two values. Now, what we're going to do here is we are going to display a little menu with 4 choices to the user. So exciting stuff. First time we've seen a menu so far. We're just going to use a nice little system out print line. Always, hopefully you're learning all these little statements like system out print line and public static void main and scanner equals new scanner, and all the little lines of code that we use all the time. Now, so for the system out print line, I am going to say press 1 for, or press 1 to add, okay, and then I'm going to do a backslash n, okay, and I'll show you what that does in a minute. Press 2 to subtract, okay, backslash n, okay, so a bit of a surprise coming up on what the backslash n does. Press 3 to divide, and press 4 to multiply. I'll apply. Okay, so forgot my spelling there, but there we go. So we're displaying here, yeah, so press 1 to add, press 2 to subtract, press 3 to divide, press 4 to multiply. So something really exciting is going to happen here. You might have guessed what's going to happen because I did mention the word menu earlier on. So let's see what happens. I'll need to run through the program to show you this. Okay, so we'll enter our name. Okay, we'll enter our first number, enter our second number, and then we have a menu. Okay, so press 1 to add, press 2 to subtract, press 3 to divide, press 4 to multiply. Okay, it's a pretty basic menu. That's what that slash n does in your string output there. It just adds a line break. Okay, so for those of you that remember typewriters from way back, you could do a line break, and yeah, so that's what we get, a little menu there. So we need to, yeah, so next we need to, well, the person's going to choose in, going to type in 1, 2, 3, or 4, so they're going to choose one of those 4 options. Now we need to capture what they key in, so just going to add another variable at the top, which is just going to be an integer, and I'm just going to call that choice, okay, to capture the user's choice. So what we'll say is we're going to use an if statement here, okay, so we'll say if the choice is equal to 1, so in other words, if the key in a 1 for an add, what we'll do is we have to initialize that actually, because that's an if statement. Okay, so if the choice is equal to 1, we will say system out print line, and we'll say, in fact, before we do the system out, we'll do our calculation. So we'll say result. Okay, we'll say result is equal to first num plus second num. Okay, we'll put that in a little round brackets, and we'll just close that off with a semicolon, and then we'll just print that out. Okay, so we'll print that out, system out print line, and we'll say the result of your addition is, and then we'll print out the result. Okay, so I'm just going to test this out to make sure that everything is working as expected. So we'll enter our name as always. Okay, we'll enter our first number, which is a 7. Second number is a 21. Okay, and only the add is going to work at the moment. So we'll get the option of pressing 1 to add, press 2 to subtract, 3 to divide, and 4 to multiply. So what we'll do here is we're just getting a little error. Okay, so I'm just going to see if I can fix that a minute. Okay, I'm just going to, yeah, so the problem here is I forgot a line. Okay, because in this line here, I forgot to capture the user's input. Okay, so we'll say choice is equal to, we'll assign choice the scanner input next int. So easy little mistake there to make. Watch out for wee things like that when you're doing your code. So basically the bit here where I did this, I was too excited about the menu. So the bit here where I said press 1 to add, press 2 to subtract, and so on, I forgot to capture the user's choice with the scanner. So this should be fine now. Okay, so yep, so if the choice is equal to 1, so double equal signs, okay, which is equivalence, so the choice is equivalent to 1, add first num and second num, store the result in the result variable, and print out the result of your addition is. So I think that's absolutely fine. I'll just run through that just to double check, but that's looking pretty good. And there we go. So please enter your first number. Let's go for 21. It's the first number. Second number is going to be 7, hoping for 28. Well, you need to press 1 to add and then hopefully get 28. And there we go. The result of your addition is exactly 28. So all good. Yeah, just going to do a little bit of commenting here just for good practice. So we'll say display menu for our menu. We'll say get or store user choice. Okay, with the keyed in. And so we've done an add. I'm going to save myself a little bit of time here by copying this 4 times and then changing it. Okay. So code reuse. So let's modify this. So the first one's fine. So this is for add up. Okay. Add up. Feel free to pause these videos as you go along. So 2 is going to be subtract. Okay, so if the choice is 2, so if the key in a 2, we'll subtract. Okay, just remember to change all your parameters. So the result of your subtraction is, and then the results, choice equal to 3. We are going to divide. Okay, so we'll divide those values. Okay, make sure you get the right operator. The result of your divides is, and then the result, and then finally number 4. Okay, so the result is going to be equal to, oops, 4 is going to be a multiply. Yep, press 4 to multiply, and the result of your multiply, okay, is, and that should display the results. So I'm not going to test out all 4. Okay, so we'll assume that they are working. What I'll do is I'll test out the divide. Okay, what we'll do is we'll test out the multiply since it's number 4. So we'll run this, okay, and we'll see what happens now. Okay, so welcome to the calculator. Please enter your name. Okay, get ready to enter your numbers. So preparing the user for the excitement that comes next. Please enter your first number, which is going to be 28. Please enter the second number. It's going to be quite a big number. The result will be, let's make it a 21. Okay, 28 and 21. And what do we want to do? Press 4 to multiply. So press 4 to multiply, and we'll hopefully get the result. Okay, so the result of your multiplication is 588. Okay, so there we go. So quite a lot going on in this little program. I think we've commented everything that we need to comment for now. I'll pop a copy of this code in the comments section. And yeah, so that's it. So that is a simple calculator with Java, just consolidating some of the things that you've been learning about previously. Hopefully, if you are watching this video, if this is the first video you've watched, welcome to the channel. And but hopefully, even if you're a complete beginner watching this video, hopefully that was useful to you. And yeah, we went through it step by step. So basically, the process of prompting the user to key in a couple of numerical values. We did some if statements. We took some user input with the scanner, did some if statements. We did some arithmetic operator, and we displayed some results back out to the scanner. I think in the next couple of videos we might do a few more examples like this. We'll maybe start to build in a little bit more in terms of things like error detection and exception handling. But yeah, thank you. Hopefully that was useful. Hopefully enjoyed this video. Remember to do all the usual things like subscribe, send it to your friends. They'll enjoy this as well. Everybody loves a bit of Java and everybody enjoys learning a bit of Java. So yeah, thank you for watching. Thanks again, and we'll see you next time. Bye for now.